become increasingly difficult, the way I see it.
Coming back to London, your heyday in London was kind of squatting era, right? When people could live fairly sustainably, making art, creating communities. What are your biggest memories of being in London with Killinger?
Well, the first thing is I don't really idolise that period like some people want to do. We all made like 40 to 50 quid a week.
Doing what?
Well, music. It's music. We had our apartments paid for, but then we just had like 40, 50 quid a week, so needed extra activities, which Killinger were pretty good at. I'm talking everything from drug dealing to breaking into fruit machines.
Entrepreneurial shit.
We were really good at surviving like a gang.
When you were playing shows in London, there's some great footage of Astoria. There's that legendary concert in West London with the French video cameras. When you think back to those times, how much do you remember those times? Is that
everything? I remember everything in almost real time.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember absolutely everything of that time because, well, you were talking about Hammersmith Palais, and that was like 23rd of February 1982. And the night after that, I was heading out to Iceland. So it was a very exciting, thrilling time for me.
And that trip to Iceland was quite profound.
Oh, it was just insane. I've never really sort of come clean about everything that went on there, but we had an incredible time. Incredible time. One of the things that we did was we opened up a record company, Geordie and myself. It was a bogus record company. And we used to ship loads of cassettes into Reykjavik to this dodgy record company, and they were packed full of hash, and we sold everything like £1. No, how much it cost? It was £25 a gram back in '81. So we made an absolute fortune. The Geordie would cut it up, and we sell it off at gram prices. And I mean, I had a grand piano, everything. It was like really good for one. We left just before the shit hit the fan.
How did you find that setup? I mean, if any of us in this room were going to move to Iceland sort of on a whim, we wouldn't know what the fuck to do when we landed there. What did you do when you landed there? Did you know?
Well, no, I've always been interested in mythology, but also volcanic areas, because volcanic areas, kind of window areas, UFO hotspots, they're good places where prayers and visualizations manifest quickly, effectively. So I've always taken a great interest in this.
So that's what you followed? You followed what you read,
yeah, absolutely.
What you learned?
Yeah, I was going there for a spiritual change, and of course one of the things that did happen to me there, many things happened, but one of the things that did happen was my decision to become a composer and to study orchestration. And that happened on the day I got to Iceland. And I could have gone another 20 years without coming to that realization, but it happened on that day, and I set off from that point, and 10 years later I was completely professional. So it kind of all paid off. The idea of self-education, I mean, the money that I made from Killinger I put back into study of orchestration.
You left school with a couple of O-levels?
No, nothing really. I left school with 4 criminal offences.
What were they?
Terrible. I could have gone the other way.
And for someone to be recognised from their work with orchestras and
yeah,
conducting.
But the last time I got busted, it looked like I was going to go to detention centre, which is, some of you might know, is nastier than prison itself. And so we got pretty close, but I managed to get out.